You mentioned that you lost some of your nutrition on the bike. Can you talk about that?
Yeah, I actually didn't realize the back bottle on my bike was launched until, I don't know, I was out on the Queen K and I saw my shadow with no water bottle back there. So I was a little bit surprised to see that. And that was sort of a lot of calories and a lot of salt in that bottle. But normally I have a contingency plan and I didn't have one. So I didn't know exactly what I needed to take on to make up for that. And I clearly underestimated what was in there.
So, and talk to me about the swim and how you felt coming onto the bike, knowing where all the other girls were.
I was pretty disappointed with my swim. I had hoped that I would be out a lot sooner or with a lot more people. I normally swim around the same time as Carolyn, so I was disappointed to see her bike gone out of transition. But I also, Heather Wartell's a great swimmer, but she didn't have a great day, so I thought I was okay when I saw her come out with me. I realized that it's such a long day. While I was disappointed with where I came out, I felt good right away on the bike, and I felt that, if I just keep pushing all day, then I might be all right. I didn't panic. I just was like, okay, the swim's done, forget about it. Look forward to the next thing.
You seem to make up a lot of time on the back half of the bike. Was that a conscious effort, or did it just come naturally?
I always tend to feel pretty good towards the end of the race, but both last year and this year, I'm not sure what it is about this race, but my glute kind of freaking hurts. So it started to hurt last year and this year around the same time at the ride up to Harvey, and then it stayed for a good probably half an hour. So I didn't have very good power in my left leg. I think the start of the bike I was holding, I was losing time, but it wasn't as quickly as that whole ride up Harvey, and lost a lot of time there. But then it just went away, which is weird. And I started to feel good, sort of past Waikoloa, and I don't know. I guess I was just looking forward to getting off the bike and getting home. So I just sort of put my head down, and then I got some splits, some positive feedback, and that made me keep pushing. And I was really pleased to hear a 7:40 or under 8 minutes off the bike from the lead.
So when you caught up to Leanda and you kind of caught up to her and were running with her, what were you thinking? What was going through your head?
The worse you're feeling, the less that goes through your head. And certainly in marathons, usually the last 5 or 10K, I start to have trouble figuring out how fast I'm running and looking at my watch and trying to figure out what pace I'm running. And that happened a lot earlier. So I was sort of running up on Leander and Mary Beth thinking, okay, this is good. I'm starting to make up ground on the lead, and try and stay calm and try and stay in control. I was hurting a lot through the whole marathon. So I was sort of aware that things weren't going great. I tried to sort of come up onto a shoulder, and I was ready to sort of make a pass, but at that point, I think when I passed MB, the wheels were coming off at that point, so there's really nothing I could do.
So you've been on the podium now every time that you've been at this race. What's the key to consistency here?
I think the key is that, this race is a world championship, and you have to treat it like a world championship, and that means putting all your eggs in this basket. If you want to race well here, you need to plan your whole season around it, and that's what I've done the last 4 years, and that's, I think, why I have been successful here. It deserves the respect of being a world championship, and I think gone are the days where you can kind of willy-nilly pick your race schedule and turn up. You have to have all systems firing on race day, and in order to get that to happen, you need to make a very solid plan throughout the year.
Congratulations on your podium.